Alrighty, starting off the video in my car. If you're new to the channel, my name is Renisha and I do videos on interior design, motherhood, entrepreneurship, anything that's in those realms. So I'm starting off this vlog in my car as one does, and I got my coffee. I just dropped my daughter off at daycare, and so I'm about to head back in. I'm just gonna work from home today, and so I'm gonna head back in and kind of do a little rundown on what's on my schedule for today. I have some drawings that I need to do and just emails and kind of like a little bit of housekeeping because I'm coming off the weekend and I feel like I always just need to use Monday. Wait, today's Tuesday. Mom brain. I feel like I even worked yesterday. That's so crazy. Either way, I have a little bit of like housekeeping to do with the business, so I'll take you along and just kind of see where this day goes. Okay, kind of a weird angle, but this is my home office. And we are going to do a couple of things. Essentially, let me just pull up my little to-do list. I do my to-do list in Notion. So I need to, first of all, work on putting this floor plan into Revit. So I need to draft that floor plan for a laundry remodel that I'm working on. I just signed this client. Oh, I need to go to the bank. I just signed this client like Friday, and so I need to start her project and get her floor plan going and just get everything ready. I actually have that like the presentation for her design on Friday, so it's a very quick turnaround, but it's just a laundry room, so it's really nothing crazy. So I need to draft that. I need to follow up with two like proposals that I have sent out for new clients, so I need to check in on those. I need to write client agreements for those two contracts, so when they do, like when I do sell the job, I already have the contracts ready to go. And then I need to work on, this is like an ongoing thing on my to-do list always, is I need to work on the social media for the two businesses that I have. So for the Designers Hub and then for Alder and Stone. So I need to work on social media for that. And then I need to check in on my little sister's FAFSA because her mom passed away, and so I try to handle a lot of the things that like our mom would handle. And so I help my little brother and sister with just school, college, getting their driver's license, whatever it is. So I need to update her FAFSA, just check in on it. And then I need to send out an update email, and I need to do this first. This is first on the to-do list, is I need to send out an update email for a client that is like a repeat client. I did the addition to their like guest house garage, and we wrapped that up last year. And so they brought me back on to do a couple of other things, and so I need to send them like an update. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that first because I'm waiting on pricing to come back from a contractor, so but I need to do it. I need to send out an update. So that's just a little bit of what is on the agenda for today, so let's just get into it. the sink wall for the laundry room that I'm designing. And originally the client they basically want like a dog wash station, but not like a built-in tiled type thing. They just want a sink that's big enough to wash small dogs. And then also they want like it has to be tiled all the way around. So this is going to be tiled. So essentially this is going to be tiled all the way around. And then there's 2 pony walls that they want so they can like set shampoo and conditioner and stuff on this shelf. I'm not done with the design. I have to add like a bunch of stuff. But this is as far as I've gotten right now. So they have a stackable washer and dryer. And I forgot that they want to put like room underneath here so that they can have like a laundry basket that can go underneath the washer and dryer. And then originally she wanted to be able to put like a laundry basket, like pull out laundry baskets here. But with these 2 pony walls, there's just not enough room. There's only like a foot and 8 inches basically. So not enough room for her laundry baskets. And I measured her laundry baskets to make sure that they could fit in the design. And so that's not gonna work. So we probably will do some sort of like built-in, I don't know, maybe like drawers or something. I need to add upper cabinets and just finish it off. But that's as far as I've gotten today with it. So I'll just pick it back up like either tomorrow or the next day. Sending out some emails for like updates and like trying to figure out what's going on with 2 jobs that I'm supposed to be signing. So I just sent like a little follow-up email for those 2 clients, and I just had some lunch, and I'm about to work on social media planning. Oh my god, my like little hairs after having a baby are like crazy. But like I'm gonna working on social media. I run my own Instagram for Alder and Stone, and then I also run the Instagram for the Designers Hub. And I just want to talk a little bit about like my social media strategy for the Designers Hub and for Alder and Stone. Alder and Stone, I've been running that Instagram for like 3 years. And for the first like basically 3 years, I didn't have like a strategy, and I didn't have a goal. I just would post like whatever I was working on, and like I was very go with the flow. But now that I've like had Alder and Stone for a little bit, I've like figured out what my strategy is and kind of the flow of my Instagram. And so let's just go. You can't see my screen, but so essentially I like to post 3 times a week, and I like Mondays to be focused towards, I'm looking at my screen. Mondays are like brand values, nature, material, flat lays, pictures of me. So it's basically like value and brand focused. So like brand values, some of my brand values are, and like my business values could be in Alder & Stone's focused on nature and like bridging the gap between interiors and nature. And so I could post something about that, or a picture of me, or me hiking, or really anything that's like nature inspired, brand values inspired. So that's what I post on Mondays. And I have noticed that like there's more interactions with my Instagram on Mondays. And so, and I get a lot more interactions and people commenting and things like that when it's a picture of my face. Any posts that have my like face in it, they always do better. So I'm posting those on my more busier days. So that's what Monday looks like for the Instagram. And then I like to post on Wednesdays. Wednesdays, it's more project, like finished project focused. So I'm like posting my professional photos of any interiors that I've completed, and then also any detail shots. I also like to share like floor plans. So I think it's fun when I share like a floor plan and then what the finished project looked like, or if I'm like bringing on any new clients, that's like a good day for me to post about new projects and new clients. Fridays is like more client focused, so I'm like focusing on reaching my target audience. And so I will post about any services that I'm pushing, if I like have any new services, or just doing in-depth explanation on my current services, any client reviews that I want to share. Typically when clients post a review, they post like a whole paragraph, and I don't like to post huge paragraphs for the client reviews. I'll just post like a sentence, and so I just like pull sentences from reviews on my Google, so I post that on Fridays. I'll do tips and tricks on Fridays, and not in a sense of like DIY, but just like if you're a homeowner and you are gonna be doing a new build, what are some tips and tricks that you should know, and that, you know, just helpful content. And then I also like to do render realities on Fridays. Render realities are basically when I have a picture of the rendering that I created and then the finished project. So that's also client geared, like that's for the client. I think it's cool to see what the rendering looks like versus what it like the finished space looks like. A lot of clients, that's what's like draws their attention to hiring an interior designer. And then also solutions for clients. So if I solved a very specific solution for a client, I like to include like a photo of that. What was the problem? How did I solve it? How did the client feel about it? Who did I work with? Because sometimes I work with like specific vendors to solve problems. So did I work with any specific local vendors to solve that problem? So that's kind of my like social media schedule for my interior design business. And I've been following this like strategy or whatever for like, I want to say a couple of months, and I just pre-plan everything, and it kind of takes the guesswork out of it. Sometimes it is a Monday and I don't have any Monday content to post, so that sometimes is annoying, but I'll either just skip Monday or I'll just post something else. It really doesn't matter. So that's how I tackle the Alder & Stone Instagram. And then for the Designers Hub Instagram, I'm new to running this. I haven't been running it for that long. Previously, my co-founder was handling it and running it, and then we kind of like had to refocus, and so we just went in a different direction, and then we weren't really running it. And then I was like, okay, well, I run my Instagram, so it'd be really easy for me to run the Designers Hub Instagram too. So I've been running it for like a couple of weeks, and I have not figured out my social media strategy for the Designers Hub. In my mind, when I think about the Designers Hub, our target audience is interior designers, but also our target audience is professionals who offer services to interior designers. And so what do designers want to see? Like what's enticing? Like what as an interior designer, what's some content that I would want to see from the Designers Hub? And so I've kind of been focusing on like tips and tricks, I guess. Like, one post that I did was like, what software should you use as an interior designer? Do you need to do renderings for clients? Like, just conversation pieces that I think interior designers would be asking. Do you need a bookkeeper? Do you need a CPA? When should you hire a CPA? Like that kind of content. And I try to just make it very accessible. I don't try to make it like super fancy or like super gorgeous, pretty. I think designers just want the content. Like when I'm scrolling on Instagram, if I saw something was like how to start your interior design business, I just want the content. I don't want like a lot of fluff to it. So that's my strategy for the Designers Hub Instagram right now. I'm sure that as I like get into the flow of running that Instagram, I'll switch it up and like change it. But on that Instagram, I only post once a week because, like I said, I'm still trying to figure out, not the algorithm, but like just figure out the flow of it and what people want. And so I'm just posting once a week on there, and it's just interior design content, conversation pieces. I like did a post about the BOI report. What is the BOI report? When do you need to file it? How do you file it? That kind of stuff. So come with me to do some planning of social media. It's not like my favorite thing in the world to do, but I do love the feed. Like, I like the way the feeds are looking. The Designers Hub, I'm not in love with like the visuals of the feed, but as I get more into it, it'll kind of start to take shape. So let's do it.